All right, guys, let's get into our reading comprehension lesson for today. Let's comprehend. Let's read. Yes, so we are learning about central message. Wait a minute. About. Is that? Oh, you. Okay, look at us connecting our spelling lesson into our reading lesson. Kiss your brains, you smarty pants, you. Okay, here we go. So our learning target. Here is our learning target. We're on a mission. Do you see us? Do you see us on a mission?
Yes.
Here's our mission. I can identify, repeat.
I can identify
The central message or lesson in the story. Okay, so we're going to be seeing how we can identify what the central message is or what the lesson is. But first, we have to understand what is a lesson or central message. What do you think? What do you think a lesson or central message is? Go ahead, I want you to think. Let's put your thinking caps on 1, thinking caps on 2, thinking caps on 3. Let's see. Go ahead, Raya. What do you think a central message or a lesson is? Just tell me what you think. No wrong answers. Okay, I'll come back to you. What do you think, Nyla, the central message or the lesson could be? Okay, so a message. Okay. What do you think? What do you think, George? What did you say?
It's something for reading.
Okay, something for reading. Okay. What do you think, Eden?
I think a lesson is
Okay. It's something. Let's just put that up there. You think it's something, right? Now, let me see. Can I get your brains thinking?
Yes.
Can I get you thinking?
Yes.
Can I get you thinking?
Yes.
Now, Miss Deere will say, hey, it's now time for your math lesson. It's now time for your social studies lesson. It's now time for your reading lesson. It's now time for your whatever lesson. What is Miss Stewart doing what?
Teaching.
Say that again.
Teaching.
Teaching. So do we think that a lesson or a central message it's teaching us something?
Math.
That okay. Had to kind of warm your brains up, right?
Yep. School teacher.
Teaching something.
Math. Doing math.
All right. Excellent. All right. So let's go ahead and let's see what is a lesson or a central message. Well, here we go. A central message is the lesson that the author can teach the character or us. It's something that we learn. Now, Miss Stewart, how can I find the lesson or central message? How can I find it? I got 4 questions that are going to help us figure out how we can find the lesson or the message. Here are my 4 questions. I have to find out what's the problem in the story. Then I have to find out what does the character do about the problem. What lesson did the character learn? What does the author want you to learn? Miss Stewart was typing in her sleep. That should be want, not what. I apologize, my loves.
It's okay, Miss Stewart.
Oh, thank you. You're so sweet. What does the author want you to learn? Okay, so I can find the central message by asking these 4 questions. And always I have a sentence stem. A lesson that the author wants the character to learn is. All right, so let's try this out. Miss Stewart's going to read this paragraph, and I'm going to see if I can find the central message or the lesson using those 4 questions, okay? What's the problem? What did the character do about the problem? What lesson did the character learn? And what lesson did the author want us to learn or the character to learn? Okay, so I'm going to read this paragraph, and I want you to silently follow along with me. Give me a thumbs up if you can do that. All right, here we go. Gary's favorite thing to do was hide from his friends. Silently read. Silently read. His skin, S-blend. His skin could change colors if he stood up, another S-blend, on an object. When his friends came to talk to him, he would change colors and disappear. This made his friends feel like he did not want to talk to them. Oh, that's not very nice. His friends stopped coming to talk to Gary. Gary started to feel sad. He could not figure out why they did not want to talk to him. One of his friends told him the truth, and he promised to stop. Now, what is the problem? Because that's the first question. Let me see if I can go to my next page and get my... Okay, so how can I solve this message? Here we go. What is the problem? Well, the problem is Gary keeps disappearing on his friends, right?
Yeah.
He keeps disappearing when his friends come to talk to him. Come to talk to him. Okay? What does the character do about the problem? Well, he becomes sad. He becomes sad and he stops, right? He becomes sad and he stops. Oops. Okay, but what lesson did the character learn? Well, what did Gary learn? Let me go back to my story. Well, it seems like Gary, he was starting to feel sad. He could not figure out why, and they did not want to talk to him. One of his friends told him the truth, and he promised to stop. Well, what lesson did he do? Well, I think he learned that it wasn't nice to disappear while his friends want to talk to him. That's what I think. Let's see, his favorite thing was to hide from his friends. I don't think it was nice that he hid from his friends. I think that's the lesson, because it talks about when his friends came to talk with him, he would change colors and disappear. This made his friends feel like they did not want to talk to him. his friends stopped coming to talk to Gary. Gary started to feel sad. He could not figure out why they did not want to talk to him. One of his friends told him the truth, and he promised to stop. So I think the lesson that the character learned is that Gary learned not to disappear on his friends. Right? Right? I think so. That's what I think. Gary learned not to disappear or hide. They said hide. Let's put hide. Not to hide from his friends. How do I know that? Well, because it made his friend sad. And then that made him sad. Okay? Now, what does the author want you to learn? That's supposed to be want. Same thing. Miss Stewart made a mistake. Okay? What does the author want you to learn? Well, I think the author wants me to learn not to play tricks on my friends, because that's not nice. Can I sit? Is that okay? Okay. So, the author wants me to learn that it is not nice to play tricks on my friends. Play tricks on my friends. Okay, so I think I found the central message. He becomes sad and he stops, but he learned not to hide from his friends because it made them sad. He was playing tricks on his friends. That's not very nice.